Coccydynia is a special type of pain over the tip of the spinal vertebral column or coccyx. This coccydynia is such an unpleasant and irritating and very frustrating disease that if once it um, get irritated, then patient will suffer for a long time. And if you don't do a proper treatment, that patient will come back to you again and again, and the treatment protocol will be very difficult for that patient. So just know what is coccydynia. It is also called tailbone pain. The pain will usually be worse with the prolonged sitting, aggravated on trauma, and pain may be present with a sexual intercourse also, or after defecation. Now you have to know the anatomic variation of the coccyx tip. Some patients have some acute anterior flexion of the coccyx. Some patients have some congenitally multiple coccyx vertebra. So extension of this coccyx may occur, and sometimes it is retroflex. And for extension of this coccyx bar due to any trauma, that may be a there may be a fracture also. And for your anatomical knowledge, the posterior aspect of the sacrum is called sacral hiatus. It is a U-shaped just opening of the bony canal. This was through which the final terminally will uh, comes out, and this is the entry of the caudal type of epidural block in anesthesia. In the pediatric age group or any general surgery operation over the perineum, the anesthetic used to take help of this route. This is called caudal block. Okay, and for any sacrococcygeal, this area are prone to sacrococcygeal fracture. Along with, there is a chance of ligamentous damage also. Okay, and if it is more lengthened, then in that case there is a chance of hypermobility of this area, and that can precipitate the pain. Okay, and this coccydynia is 5 times greater in women, and female coccyx is more posteriorly located and generally larger, and it is 3 times more in obese women also, and may be related with decreased pelvis rotation during the sitting. What are the most common symptoms is excruciating pain, dull aching pain, and sensation of pressure, and increased pain with a prolonged sitting or sitting over the hard object. And most of these patients get relief by siege bath. It is a hot compression by a bathtub. And the ring cushion effect. If we do a offloading system, if we allow them to sit over a ring cushion, that will help. Okay, and along with, we have to advise them for pelvic floor relaxation exercise. Okay, and we can for male patient and for educated female patient, we can teach them regarding the thistless massage. What is that? You have to put one finger through the rectum, and you have to hold this tip of the coccyx with the help of thumb, and you have to move it anterior and posteriorly. This is called a small massage of the tip of the coccyx, that will prevent or the pain precipitation, or that will help in the long run. This is one type of special manipulation, but the compliance of that treatment is very difficult, because how you tell this patient, or so I tell it, if patient is quite educated, then only by video you can demonstrate, you can allow them. But believe me, sometimes you can miss a very bad disease that is called chordoma. Okay, for this type of coccydynia patient, if pain is not subsided with this ring cushion and the normal hinge bath, then you have to do some investigation. If there is no mass over the tip of the coccyx, if there is no saddleback anesthesia, if there is no any other mass effect, then we can do some local anesthesia with steroid injection. That is most helpful for this coccydynia patient. See, patient is in prone position, then after dressing draping we can put this steroid with local anesthesia over the most painful area. After 2 injection, if patient not getting relief, and patient and on MRI there is no mass or there is no tumor over this area, what we can do, or there is any fracture which is very painful, what we can do, we can release or we can remove this fracture area or very painful bad structure, or do the deep bend is called coccygectomy by the prone position and by posterior midline incision. This is the last treatment for the coccydynia in the resistant case. But if we get a obesity or a or hyperdense area over the tip of the coccyx anterior portion, then we have to, along with some the problem in the perianal lesion of the inner of the aspect of the thigh is called saddleback anesthesia, then you have to think about the chordoma. Chordoma is a highly malignant but rare tumor, usually occurring in the base of the skull or cervical vertebra, or in the this sacral lesion. This is called chordoma. Chordoma is highly malignant tumor, and it can this chordoma develop in a structure called the notochord. Okay, and that notochord form the early spine in the beginning stage of the fetal development, and most of the notochord are replaced by the spine during the first 6 months of the development, and a small area can remain, and the chordoma can form from this area. Okay, now maximum chances of chordoma in the sacrococcygeal region. Then second most common site is the cleavage of the spine, okay, base of the skull. Then third most common is the cervical spine. Okay, and most common age group is 40 to 70, and sometimes a young boy or child may be affected, and it is a life threatening problem because of the deeper and complicated location of this tumor. And if we go for biopsy, what we can find, this is called falciform cell. Okay, falciform cell or mucinous with a mucinous matrix. This is the pathognomonic cell for chordoma. Okay, now on normal X-ray you may or may not found any finding. If in big tumor you can find some erosion over the tip of the coccyx or sacrum, but MRI is the diagnostic for this type of tumor. You can get a huge mass over the anterior aspect of the lower part of the sacrum, and if you get this, you also have to do the X-ray or MRI of the cervical spine and the base of the skull, because there is a chance of this sacral this chordoma over the cleavage along with the cervical lesion. Okay, now as it is so deep seated, and you just imagine what are the important structure over this, and this cervical lesion and this base of the skull, along with also I already told regarding the any pelvic tumor, when this tumor will present, then it already take a huge size. So this type of tumor is very difficult for surgical resection. As a result, one of the special chemotherapy agent is imatinib is very helpful for reduce the size or controlling, or it is also called targeted treatment. And the PDGF, pellet derived growth factor receptor, is found on this tumor. So this imatinib methicillate is help for reduce this tumor nowadays. Now, what do you mean by saddleback anesthesia? Saddleback anesthesia is special type of anesthesia. The area will touch of when you will ride a horse, then the seat of this horse is attached of this which part of this seat which get attached with your perineum, and the inner part of that is called saddleback anesthesia. Okay, and this is due to the involvement of the S3 and S4 nerve root by the compression of the tumor. Now, if possible, we can go for surgical resection of the sacral chordoma. In our orthopedic oncology, we will take help of the gynae or general surgery help, and also the neurosurgery help. For generally we have to do the posterior approach. Maybe we needed some anterior approach also, and we can dissect all the nerves, and maybe we can sacrifice some nerve root below the S3 level. Okay, but we cannot cut the sacrum up to above the S1 level, because there is a instability, and after that reconstruction will be very difficult. So up to S3 level we can cut the see, this is the S3 level we can cut, and we have done a wide local excision for the sacral chordoma, but the prognosis or outcome is very difficult, and the operation is very challenging and time taking. Okay, now the latest treatment guideline, this type of abnormal deep seated highly malignant tumor which will very difficult for surgical point of view, we can go for proton beam therapy. It is a transforming therapy for newer cancer treatment, and the radiation therapy that use in the positively charged ion or is called proton, which can intensity modulated and specially over acting over the that tumor, is called targeted therapy or targeted proton therapy. Because this targeted proton therapy is far better than the conventional radiation therapy that can cause the side effect or the associated injury all over the normal tissue around the tumor. But this targeted proton therapy will destroy the tumor only. Okay, so this is called proton beam therapy. It is best for this type of tumor called chordoma. Then carbon ion therapy, it is also emerging therapy. The basic protocol of this therapy, generally radiation therapy does not act on hypoxic cell, but this carbon ion therapy has a very tremendous role for intensity modulated specially affected the tumor, along with it can affect hypoxic cell also. Okay, so this is the last update I can share with you, this carbon therapy and the proton beam therapy. Okay, so I know the it may be a short note, but you should not miss any chordoma patient, because you will get only one chordoma patient for whole life. Thank you.